What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. I'm not too sure if you guys could actually even hear me right now. Hopefully you guys can. Okay, we've been live for about 5 seconds. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So my name's Ricky. If you guys don't know who it is that I am, we have a free networking group. It's the second link in the description. We have over 68,000 members within our free Facebook group. It's called Technical Solutions, and we would love to be a part of your success if you are not a part of our group already. And let's get right to it. So I'm going to get right to the point. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm going to be looking at. I'm not a cryptocurrency investor. The main thing that we invest in is the stock market. We have a couple different things that we do on the side. We invest in real estate. I apologize. We also own a series of companies, and we buy and resell either higher-end cars or lower-end cars and stuff like that. So I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Looks like I'm going to have to refresh this. There we go. So Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been on a consistent downtrend after it hit that somewhat resistance at about $20,000. After it broke $10,000, I'm sure you guys remember that rally. It was really after it broke like $7,000. I'm just going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. I'm going to talk to you guys about, just like we did last week. I made a very quick video on the pullback that it had when it went below $14,000. I told you guys that anything below 14, I'm going to buy a couple $1,000, and that's essentially what I did. I bought a couple $1,000. The resistance is at 16,500. That's the one, and I'll show you why it is that I saw a resistance there. And then I ended up selling a little bit below 16,500. I sold at like 16,483, something like that. The beginning of this week, if I'm not mistaken, it has pulled back once again. I bought a couple $1,000, I think 2 days ago when it was at 13.5, and then it pulled back. It went back up, and then it pulled back even further today to about $12,000, if I'm not mistaken. I'm talking too much. Let me just share my screen with you. So here we go. Make myself super small. I'm gonna put myself in the bottom right here. Yeah. Boom. Hopefully I'm over here if you guys can see me. So let's go ahead and do this. So this is I'm using TradingView to be able to view the charts. I like the candlesticks a little bit more, or you can use GDAX depending on what it is that you like looking at a little bit more. And as you guys can see right now, it's at 13,300, but let's get a little bit closer. So if we go right over here, we can go to the 1 minute chart and see how it's been performing. So as you can see, it's been having this consistent sell-off, and wait, no, I need to go a little bit further. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So it has hit lows of, as you guys can see right here, the whisker ended up hitting lows of about 12,000. And from its initial sell-off that it had, it ended up going almost to about 11,000. And it pushed right back up to about 16,000. 16,500 is where I see the resistance, as you guys can see right here. And I'm not too familiar with how to actually zoom in on this specific. Oh, there we go. There we go. So overall, as you guys can see, when it comes down to the support and resistance, just to get a better understanding of, there's so many people within Instagram, because I post daily updates. If you guys don't follow me, you guys can click the link down below. It says to my Instagram, and you guys can follow me there. Again, the cryptocurrency market is not a market that I actively invest in. We have a group leader. His name is Vin. Feel free to subscribe to him. He's a future channel within our YouTube channel. His name is Vin Ferretti. And he's the one that actively makes videos almost every single day about cryptocurrencies, ICOs, and altcoins. Something that I do is, my main focus is the stock market. But one of the things that I find that is very similar when it comes down to technical patterns is the sell-offs, the supports, and then the resistance, where it usually peaks out at. And as you guys can see, when it had the sell-off right here, ended up hitting lows of like, the 11,500, which is great and all. And then it started showing signs of an uptrend. So we could identify this as a support. We could identify the high points, anything around 16,000, 15,500. That's more of the peak, right? So if you're trying to get a good buy, if you're trying to understand the low points and the high points of this margin, the spread, right, from the low points and these high points, you want to have an understanding that, hey, where's a good buy, where's a good sell? Well, based on these previous patterns, a usual good buy is around, the low 13,000. So anything below 13,000 tends to be a good buy, and that's why I started adding more to my position. I took a pretty large position when it came down to my initial position on 13,500, and then when it had this sell-off as well, I didn't go, again, I'm not an active investor in these cryptocurrencies, but I like, kind kind of following the game, and when there's money to be made, I like making money, right? And that's the easiest way that I can put it. So I just want to share my perspective, and every time I see a support at around the 12,000 to 13,000 price points, resistance at about 16,000, 15,500 to 16,000. So that's usually where I tend to sell. The margins and the spread isn't huge. How many Bitcoins am I buying, or whatever the case may be? I choose to stay anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 max when it comes down to my overall investment. Right now, I'm just in with a little bit over $12,000. $10,000 was my initial position. I had an additional $2,000 today when I saw that it had the sell-off below 13,000. I set all my alerts on Coinbase. Again, I still use Coinbase. I use GDAX. I don't use anything fancy. I'm not a fancy cryptocurrency investor. I keep it very simple, and all I look for are the low points and the high points on the margin or the spread, right? And I try to have a better understanding on, like, when everyone else is selling, that's when I like to buy, and when everyone else is buying, usually when it hits like 14,000, 15,000, 16,000, that's when I choose to sell. Yes, it has the potential to hit 20,000 or whatever the case may be, but I understand these patterns a little bit more based on its history, right? The low points and the high points, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I feel like too many people go in blind when it comes down to investing in cryptocurrency. I want to make sure that you guys don't do this as well. Understand the patterns, understand how it is that you can capitalize and on these margins of profit, and be patient. You don't invest anything that you cannot manage to risk or lose. And I'm not investing anything that is uncomfortable. I can keep it there for a year, and I don't necessarily need the money. So if you can invest $100, then so be it. Get started. Do it with your friends. Make it a fun thing. But if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then simply don't do it. I just wanted to make a quick video sharing my experience when it comes down to investing in Bitcoin, and the only other one that I ever buy is Litecoin. But I like trading Bitcoin. I feel like the patterns themselves, like we explained in Graham's video, it's kind of like the gold, the backing of every other altcoin, crypto coin, or anything like that. Everything is correlated kind of to the movement of Bitcoin. So very quickly, let's see, what's going on? What's going on, Luis? What's going on, guys? Let's see. You guys are asking a couple messages. If you guys are asking any questions when it comes down to like altcoins, or hey, so many people were asking me about like XRP or something like that, or Ripple and stuff like that. Guys, I'm not your guy when it comes down to crypto investing. That's why we have Vin Ferretti. He's our crypto group leader. You guys can simply make your way over to our YouTube channel, and feel free to subscribe to him. He uploads daily videos when it comes down to investing in cryptocurrency, and they're very simple to understand. We're working on something very big for his channel, and I think that you guys are really going to want to at least join and be a part of that movement. Don't forget to subscribe to Brad. He's our OTC stock group leader, and then Harley is leading the Robinhood challenge for all those that are just getting started in investing in the stock market. Guys, we're almost at 90,000 subscribers. I think we'll hit it by the end of today, so that's super exciting. But altogether, just really want to share this with you. And again, very quickly, as I have your attention, when it comes down to investing, I'm not an avid investor in like Bitcoin and all these, the ICOs and all those different things. One of the things that I do know is, now there's stocks and futures inside the stock market that are directly correlated to the movement of Bitcoin. So one of the top ones that was very popular when Bitcoin was doing well was RIOT. I have it on my other monitor right here. I have it on my laptop. But RIT, if you guys check that stock out during aftermarket hours, because of the pullback and this is during only aftermarket hours, and then the market closes, right? And this is before this huge pullback happened. It pulled back about 10%. So this thing is probably going to pull back another 10 to 20% because of the drop that Bitcoin has had since the market has closed. So it will probably drop to about $20, I'm thinking, because that's where the support is at. So keep a close eye on all these blockchains or stocks that are directly correlated to Bitcoin or any other form of cryptocurrency. Again, it's not just about investing in the cryptocurrency market, but understanding what companies in the stock market, because we're avid investors in the stock market, are directly affected or correlated to the movement that Bitcoin has to offer. And I think that's just a smart way of investing. You see how the overall, Bitcoin itself is working or doing. And when it comes down to, if you're more comfortable in just investing in the stock market, then understand what kind of companies or blockchains or just stocks are going to be pulling back because of the movement. And if you think that Bitcoin will most likely recover, then it would only make sense to continue to invest in these when these have sell-offs. yeah, just wanted to kind of let you guys know about that. But yeah, that's really just it. So for all those that are asking how low, for all those that are asking how low will Bitcoin go and all that good stuff, I think it is on a consistent downtrend. I don't know exactly, right? No one knows, regardless of what they tell you. No one knows how low Bitcoin will go or how high it will truly go. It's all about doing your analysis, what you think about the overall currency itself, and how credible you think it is. I think that it does have potential based on this huge pullback that it has. I think it does have potential to really hit $10,000. I think that's really when it's going to start picking back up. We could see that it's been having this consistent sell-off, so it's showing signs of a downward pattern. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think we'll get a lot of consolidation at about $10,000. Something that someone in our group brought up is like when people, when it's at around $10,000, people are going to start getting their, taxes or, their tax returns and stuff like that. And maybe that can act as a catalyst to drive the price up for more people investing in Bitcoin. Just something to kind of think about realistically. Don't invest what you can't afford to lose, and just look for patterns. Look for patterns, look for the low points, the high points. See if you can identify any margin of profit, and if you can, set up a plan, manage your risk, and choose to capitalize it. I feel like I keep it very simple. It's something fun for me to do, and I get to share it with other people that are wanting to get into Bitcoin and all these different forms of cryptocurrency. But again, I don't do anything special. Someone on Instagram called me out for saying that they need to follow me for everything about Bitcoin and stuff like that, because my callouts have been pretty accurate. All I look at are the patterns. I'm not looking into the news, nothing like that. All technical analysis, looking at the low points, the high points, and I'm very conservative with how it is that I trade, and I just try to find margins of profit. And I try to buy low and I try to sell high. I buy when everyone else sells. I sell when everyone else buys. Easiest way that I can put it for you guys. So I hope that can kind of put into perspective on how it is that I invest in cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin, and I hope that it can really guide you guys in the right direction. One of the things that people were asking is, I covered it on my video yesterday, so if you guys saw the video that I uploaded yesterday, it talks about how we buy and resell cars and motorcycles as a hobby. The Yamaha R1, how I made $1,000 profit with very little risk involved and stuff like that. Obviously, I've flipped everything from, I don't know if it's going to be able to show it here. I'm not actually selling my Alpha 7 GTR. Oh, shoot. But as you guys can see right here, I've done everything from like my McLaren, my M3, Corvette Z06, Audi R8, whatever the case may be. I talk about how it is that I buy and resell cars. One of the things that I wanted to show you, if it's okay, is a preview of, let me do this. Where me and JR Garage partnered up together, and we're going to be releasing this lesson library that shows you exactly what has led to our success when it comes down to investing in the buying and reselling of cars and motorcycles. And just watch this thing really quick. This is pretty much what you would expect if you guys are interested in the lesson library for buying and reselling cars. That's going to be released January 1st, 2018. So this is kind of something that we put together just for our intro video.
Welcome, guys. Congratulations on taking the first step toward learning about how to buy, sell, and flip your dream car.
In this video lesson library, we're going to teach you step by step on what it is that you need to know to maximize your profits, minimize loss, and find the best deals within your area.
Welcome to Flipping Wheels.
In Flipping Wheels, we're going to show you on how to find the best deals, how to minimize costs, how to make money while owning the cars, and how to maximize your profits when it comes down to flipping your dream car.
No matter what level you are at now, if you are someone who is looking to make some extra money, buy their first car, or work their way toward their dream car, we are going to show you how to turn your passion into profit.
We have come together to combine our experience to help guide you on your journey of your first flip.
Now let's go ahead and get a better understanding on how to get started. Click the first link down below, and we are looking forward to being a part of your success.
We're looking forward to seeing you guys inside.
Alrighty, and that is it for, let's see if I can pull that up. Yeah, that is it when it comes down to the lesson library. That's kind of just an introduction. I want to hear what you guys have to say, if you guys have to say anything about that. Yeah, it looks like you guys are still focusing on the cryptocurrency and stuff like that. But for all those that were asking about, what to expect when it comes down to the lesson library, or what are we going to be covering, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more of an insight on what's going to be included and how we plan to structure everything to make it easy to understand, and as well as we're not going to just be talking about exotic cards, because exotic cards are only a part of what it is that we do, but we're talking and covering about how it is that you can get started on flipping cars, even with like very small pocket bikes. One of my roommates, roommate Phil, he bought a pocket bike for, or what was it, like what was that thing called? It wasn't a no, it's a pit bike. He bought it for $50 and then sold it for $150. Right? You ended up selling it like last week. So it was a little pit bike, and he bought it for $50. Didn't do anything to it. Sold it for $150. We're going to show you how we find those deals. Find deals anything like around the $1,000 to $3,000 range. Anything from $20,000 to $40,000, and then $100,000 and up. And also how to make money while owning the cars. How to minimize expenses and taxes, and just put everything really nicely structured together. And that's really what we're going to be doing for you guys. So I hope that you guys are all super excited. If you guys are, feel free to direct message me within the TechBud Solutions Discord chat, letting me know that you guys are interested in the lesson library for buying and reselling cars. I got a couple messages yesterday because of the video that I made yesterday that a couple of you were interested. So I'm going to get back to you guys today. And if you guys, you guys are going to want to stay up to date. So if you guys can subscribe and just stay up to date with it, that's going to be, I think, the best, just because it's going to be the most cost-effective way for you guys to get access to the lesson library. I do want to let you guys know that we're going to be closing the contest for the 5 free courses for Learn, Plan, Profit. So we're going to be announcing the winners today, I believe at 5 or 6 p.m. So if you guys are part of our Facebook group or Discord chat, we're going to tag you all and then post it. And then we're going to go live and then pick the 5 winners. And then we'll give you guys access to the private group and all together. And even if you don't win, I can promise you that if you're interested in just one bit of the lesson library, you are going to want to join us live. It's going to be, you're just going to want to join us. I can promise you that. So make sure that you guys have your post notifications turned on. We're going to be announcing again the 5 winners today, and then we are going to be doing something that's going to be really cool, I think, for a lot of people that really want to get started when it comes down to investing in the stock market for 2018. So thank you guys again for your time. And Raphael is asking, is 12K the dip? So 12K is the dip. So 12K is the overall support that I see. And yeah, so that's where I added, well, not at 12K, I added a little bit more to my position when it dropped below. I think it was at like 12,800 when I bought more, added more to my position. So yeah, that's really just it. But I only added $2,000. So you guys can get at a much better price than I can. So Zach Cover is asking, is your sister single? Well, Zach, if you make more money than I do, then yeah, she's single, but I don't think you do. So thank you for asking an inappropriate question. All right, guys, so thank you guys again. Take it easy. Continue working hard. Continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives in your success. And if you guys are not part of our group, again, all the links are down below. And I hope you guys all have an amazing weekend, and we will see you guys live in a couple hours. So thank you guys again.